Kate, you've worked with Todd Haynes before. He directed you to an Oscar nomination years ago. Why did you want to reteam with him?
I've long admired Todd's work, right back to his student film, the Karen Carpenter story, The Superstar, that he told with Barbie dolls. And anyone who can make you weep, with Barbie dolls replacing actors, I think is someone to watch. And so when he approached me with playing a version of Bob Dylan and I'm Not There, it was such a left of field ask that I'd do anything with him again. But it really wasn't until, because I was with the project for quite a long time. I love the screenplay, I love Patricia Highsmith, and I found the screenplay compelling. But it wasn't really till Todd came on board that it became a film, because he's almost like he has the energy of a student filmmaker, but he's got the eye and the masterful craft of an auteur. And the collision of those two sensibilities is a really, really fantastic presence to be around on set. It's a very creative environment to be in.
One thing I asked him a few minutes ago, I'm wondering your reaction to. Of course, the dialogue's wonderful. The action of what happens to each person is wonderful. But there's so much told on screen just with looks and touches. And
yes.
I'm wondering how you make that compelling as an actress on screen.
So there was a line in the novel, and I'm not going to be able to recall it absolutely, where Therese said that she would call what she felt love for Carol, except that it was with a woman. So it's very clear that there was no language for either woman. There's no text for them to analyse and dissect the feelings they had for one another. So I think in a lot of those scenes, it was really important to explore the terrain, subtext, if you want to call it that, around every word. Every word was a potential time bomb, or every conversation was going fishing to see if you could catch the meaning of what the other person was saying. And it's a really electric way to work. And I think all great love stories work that way. One of my all-time favourite films, Brief Encounter, definitely works that way, because there's a lot of silences when the feeling is so deep that language just dribbles away.
Both of your Oscar-winning roles in the past, and this one, that's why I wanted to bring them up in context with each other. These women, all three, were very stylish, why is that so important for Carol in this movie? And would you agree that the other two ladies fit that bill? I don't think Katharine Hepburn meant to be stylish, but she had her own style.
Yes, and I suppose Jasmine is reaching for a style that she can't sustain.
A unique look, something that was unique to her.
Yes, I think that's a kind of it's always a collaboration with the costume designer and with the cinematographer, the director, the other actors. It's never. That's what I love about working, in film and in theatre. Maybe it's because I'm a theatre animal. Is that you make this thing together, and that sometimes the actors can be at the pointy end of the criticism as well as the praise. But it's a collaborative effort. But definitely for Carol, even even her coat, which was falling apart literally, and Sandy Powell had to keep sewing it together. It became sort of a symbol of who Carol was. On the surface, it looked perfect, but she's unraveling, but in a very quiet, dignified way, in a way where you think the woman that Patricia Highsmith became obsessed with, that spawned the novel, she went and stalked her and then saw her drinking quietly by herself. I did think a lot about what would have happened to Carol if Therese hadn't come along, and that was something I always kept in my mind, that there's a darkness, there's a world weariness, there's a sense of the futility of things if one can't be truly who one is, that's behind Carol's gaze.
If you were to win an Oscar this year or somewhere down the road, that would be a third. Only 6 people have ever done that in acting, one of them being Katharine Hepburn, who had 4. What do you think about something like that?
Oh, it's impossible. It's impossible. I mean, I'm very, very proud of the film that we've all made together, and it's that time of year, and you're sitting here and I'm sitting here, and that's it's lovely to even have that talked about. But the first port of call is that it finds an audience.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.